everyone. Hope you are doing well today. I'm just going to play maybe a couple games. So, okay, let me send information about the stream. And, okay, information sent. Okay, so today I'm just going to play a couple games. Let's start maybe with the 10 minutes. Let's try to find an opponent. Okay, we've got the first opponent from Spain. I play d4. Okay, I play c4, c5. Okay, of course, white can play something like knight f3 and it's gonna be the English opening, but I usually go with the d5 move, so this thing is called Benoni. And now two main moves is e6, modern Benoni, or b5, which is called Benko's Gambit. So black has got two main options, right? Of course, there are also another lines like d6, g6, e5, and things like that. Okay, but my opponent decides to play b5, so we've got a Benko's Gambit. Okay, against Benko's Gambit, I usually capture a6. And now, you see, idea of the Benko's Gambit is that black sacrifices the pawn, but instead of that, black has got a big activity, right? Black's pieces are very active, and black attacks really, black attacks on the queen side. So this is the reason, and also you just need to know that Benko's Gambit is usually played by players who likes to play in a sharp way, in a really, really sharp way. So this is why I usually play b6, because I know that I'm not up a pawn, but I leave that pawn for black, and that pawn creates some problems, right, with the attack. Rook is not open, bishop cannot go there, knight also cannot go to a6. So actually I prefer if black keeps that pawn. Hello ZB, nice to see you, good evening. Okay, here we've got a d6. Okay, I play e4. g6, okay, knight goes to f3. Okay, and here very typical maneuver, knight d2 and then knight goes to the c4. This is a very common idea, because knight from c4 not only attacks the queen, but it also attacks d6 pawn, and it also supports any move like e5, because e5 is the key idea in that line. Bishop g4. What can I do after bishop g4? I think that okay, maybe I can just move my queen. I can offer him an exchange, but is it good for me to exchange that bishop? Maybe not really. Another funny move would be queen a4, and after queen a4 you can see that he has to retreat with the bishop. Because if he moves there, yeah, maybe I will do this move. Because if after okay, let's make a trap. If he go here with the knight, I play h3, and that bishop is in trouble. Okay, knight d7. And now the question is, what my opponent is going to do with that bishop if I play h3. Because take a look, bishop cannot go here, cannot go here. Also cannot go back to the d7 square. Okay, let's have a try. Let's play h3. So maybe it was a good idea to play queen a4. Because you can see this is a very common trap in the Benoni, and now of course I can play g4. Usually it's not a good idea to move pawns from your king, but of course if you can take a free bishop, do not hesitate to do that. Okay, and right now my opponent has go, so kind of my rook is pretty good on that semi-open file. So not only I'm up on the material, I'm up a piece. So of course when you're up, exchange, right? But also maybe I can create some attack on the king side. That would be nice. For example, if I can somehow move my queen here and then g5, how is he going to defend it? Yeah, but you know what? First thing, I will maybe develop my pieces. This is pretty important, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so how should I develop them? Knight c4 or what? Okay, knight c4. This is like a very common square for that knight. Hello, Matt SM1. Rook h7. little bit too optimistic, I would say. But just only a little bit. Okay, queen goes there. What my opponent is trying to do? Take a look. I can move my bishop to h6. Why not? Exchange, and I also remove that very good bishop from that square. Good evening, Chili Mo. Okay, 95. So he offers me. Okay, if he offers me another exchange, of course I will do that. He has to take with a pawn. I take the bishop. Okay, bishop e5. What my opponent is trying to do? Is it like another trap, or what happens if I just capture? And now I'm up. Okay, this is I'm up a rook in the moment. So yeah, probably it wasn't best choice for him. Okay, and let's play maybe bishop d3, bishop e2. Later maybe I can move my knight to e2 to control those squares. This is the reason why maybe not bishop e2 but maybe bishop d3. Okay, let's just develop. Long castling. Maybe. I think that both ideas are good, but at the moment I will leave my king in the center at the moment, because you see, you have to make sure that your king is safe. It can be safe on the queen side, on the king side, but if it is safe in the center, you can just leave it there. Good evening. Call me now, please. Okay. What should I do at the moment? Long castling, I'm just a little bit afraid that my opponent will try to attack me. Okay, let's play king e2. Of course, I will exchange. I'm just going to exchange everything. And now I will just go back, but where? Okay, maybe here. So later I can play knight a4. Later I can also play b3. Good evening, Arich. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for supporting channel. Okay, queen goes to g7. Of course, his idea is to make the attack here. But I think that after knight a4, nothing bad can happen to me. Yeah, just the next idea is to move my rook. Maybe I can even double rooks there. Yeah, okay, I will go here. Because I can later double rooks, or even I can move that rook to the b3 square. So you can see that, yeah, okay, I'm up a rook, right? So it has to be win. Okay, he plays h5. If I take, pawn takes. What happens after that? His king is open, but his idea is, of course, that if I take it with a rook, he plays queen g4 and he makes a fork. So maybe in that position, what else can I do? Maybe simple move rook g1 and take a look. I know he can capture g4, but I will take it back with the rook. Okay, I'm just thinking, of course my threat is to capture, so okay, h4. Can I capture or not? Yes, why not? Rook captures here. g5. Okay, rook h5. Okay, he makes a place for his king to escape, but I go here. Hello, Gunshortne. That bishop is really powerful, but unfortunately he's down on the material. He's down a rook, so... Okay, rook f8. And now, question. I mean, I can simplify that position and play rook h8 and exchange two rooks for the queen. I know that usually two rooks are better than the queen, but I can do that. But I'm just thinking I can always do that. Maybe e6 would be a nice square for my queen. So if I find a nice way for my queen, maybe it's a good idea to move it there. Let's have a try. I know that this is a very, very long plan, but okay, of course I have to be careful. Okay, let's play f3. Should I stick with my idea? Okay, especially that pawn at the e7 is also hanging, so why not? Okay, and right now maybe even I can go here, because you can see that there is a checkmate threat at the h8. Okay, rook f8, but after rook f8, to be honest, I was waiting for something like that, because now I can play rook h7, if I'm not wrong. We've got a check. If he takes, I take it with my rook. King takes, and I take it. Okay, rook takes, king takes h7, and I can take it at f8. And of course, position is completely win. Good evening, Kruci, and thank you very much for supporting channel. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was very fast game. So my opponent just blundered the rook. Okay, it was yeah. He lost material and position was lost. So let's try to play with another opponent. Just let me ask you one question. Do you have you got any locks here today, or is there any other problem? Okay, let's try to find another opponent for 10 minutes and maybe 5+5. Okay. You can see that, okay, I've got opponent from, okay, Indonesia, right? Reverse flag of Poland. Okay. Okay, now, should I play e4 and should I play against the French defense or not? Okay, let's do that. I usually do not play this thing, but you know that I play French as black, so I will try to, yeah, I do not play e4, but we'll try to do that. Okay, and now should I play knight c3 or knight d2? Knight c3 is a little bit too sharp for me, so let's play knight d2. Safe way. Hello, DJ Mad Dog. Okay, knight f6, e5. I usually see that position from the black's perspective. Okay, c5, I play c3. Knight e2. There is a tricky line, knight from d to f3, but should I try to trick my opponent here, or... Okay, let's play this move, because right now, actually the best move for black is to play queen a5. Okay, but I see that my opponent, he doesn't know that. So, yeah, good for me, actually. And bishop e7 is not a great idea. Actually, I'm just thinking, okay, let's go here. After castling, maybe there is even a Greek gift, because I have got two knights here. Okay, he played h6, so he's aware of the danger. Okay, let's just make a castle. Later I'm just going to move my knight here and here maybe. Yeah, knight f4, then knight h5, and that knight is also attacking king's position. Of course, now my pawn at the d4 is under attack, so that would be nice to defend it, because usually knight is here. So what should I do at the moment? I can move my bishop to b1. Okay, let's do that. How is he going to increase the attack on that pawn? Because you see, it's not so easy. I know it from my own experience. It's not so easy to develop those pieces, right? So that knight at d7 is, yeah, very often it goes to b6 now that that square is taken, so it doesn't work. Hello, Pretya. g5. Yeah, rook at, okay, g5 maybe. Maybe I'm just playing with you. Okay. Yeah, rook at a1. Okay, it's not very active, but I didn't want to use it to attack opponent's king, right? So, okay, but this g5, okay, looks like an interesting idea. Hello, stop chess aferzystą. No, I mean, g5 actually looks like a nice idea, but it has got also one very serious problem. My opponent cannot castle. I mean, he can, but it's gonna be like a suicide, right? So at the moment, okay, what can I do? What are my options? If I do nothing, there is g4. So I can play g4 myself. Moving that knight is not a great idea because pawn is hanging. Can I move that knight? No. So it looks that I don't have any choice and I have to play g4. Hello, Maciek. Yeah, sacrifice the the knight. No, I mean, it's a little bit too early for me to make these sacrifices. No, I think, you see, I was forced to play the g4 move, actually. I was kind of forced to do that. But okay, let's take a look. My opponent also has got a serious problem. He cannot make a castle because of queen d3 and, you know, checkmates at h7. How is he going to start attack on the queen side? The only idea that actually I do not know what should I think about it is h5 move. Because after h5 you can see that yeah, if I take, he plays g4. So it's not gonna work. I mean, g captures h5 is bad. So maybe after h5, maybe I can take it at the g5. I can take the pawn at the g5. But should I take it with my, okay, if I take it with this knight, he captures with a pawn and knight is under attack. Okay, it's not my problem anymore. He played knight f8. Okay, let's see in that position what I can do. Okay, I just need to admit that my knight at h3 is extremely bad. Okay, so this is probably today. That game is probably my last game that I ever moved it there. Because you see, it's not so easy to find any good square for that. What can I do at the moment? Okay, you know what? I will play a3. I just want to take control over the b4 square. So no knight b4, no bishop b4 and things like that. Okay, bishop d7. Maybe he tries to go here. So what, can I play b4? No, b4, a5. That might be the problem. And I cannot play b5. So what should I do? King g2, knight g1? Don't want to do that. I really don't want to do. But maybe I do not have any choice. Because I could move that knight and then f4, but the problem is my pawn at the d4. So you see how good, I mean, French defense is a really good opening, right? Maybe queen d3. Okay, maybe queen d3. But what's then? Knight goes to a5. And there is a threat of the skewer. Okay, the only plan that I see is just to bring my knight from a very bad square at the a3. Hello Bergik. Hello Metal Eagle. Yeah, maybe next time I will try to play something that I know, because okay, f5. Okay, so my opponent is not giving me any time to rest. Okay, if I take it here, g4, I cannot even consider that option. Okay, I have to take it here, this way. And then bishop captures f6. Okay, and what happens now? If I go, okay, I have to retreat. I know that he can take the pawn at the d4. Okay, actually, I'm just losing that. Thank you very much, Akom. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for supporting channel. Okay, bishop captures. Should I exchange or not? I mean, I think that position is more open, so exchanging pieces would be good. But on the other hand, I'm down on the material. No, but I think that I have to remove that bishop from that square. I will take it, of course, queen takes. Okay, I'm just down a pawn, right? I have got no compensation for that. So what should I do? Should I take it or not? Okay, if I take it, knight takes. Okay, I really do not like my position. But okay, I will take it and I will play b4. I will try to use my bishop on the diagonal. I'm just going to play bishop b2. Okay, I have got only 4 minutes. So, okay, knight goes there. So what? Bishop goes here. At least my bishops are good. And take a look. What can he do? I thought for a second, I don't know why I thought that I can move my bishop to h7 and the rook is trapped. But unfortunately, he still has got the knight there. So what should I do? If I play a4, he's still going to play knight d6. So maybe bishop e5. If my opponent is planning to go here, I play here and take a look. I control a lot of squares and now a4 is a real threat. Okay, rook goes there. Of course, now he's got a place at the c7 and c3 for the knight. So what, bishop d3? Or what else? Or maybe just knight e2, because at least c3 is taken at the moment. And c7 is very far from being perfect for that knight. Yeah, my bishop is a real monster at the moment. Okay, knight c7, but take a look where that knight can go. I mean, maybe to a8, but nothing more, right? So, yeah. So what should I do? Maybe bring my knight to the d4 square. Take a look. My two minor pieces are completely blocking his position. Okay, knight b5. He's trying to exchange that knight. I don't want to let him do that. Or maybe it's not that bad. If I take, bishop takes. No, don't want to let him do that. So what, knight b3 maybe. Maybe later it can go to the c5 square. Okay, knight c3, I play bishop d3. I don't want to, of course, exchange such a powerful bishop, but that bishop is really powerful. Take a look, it attacks here, it attacks here. It's not so easy. I know that he can play knight g6 and try to remove it, right? But then I still got my bishop that I can exchange. Yeah, so I think that, okay, he's just moving that knight here and back. I do not see any deeper idea in this. So what? Rook c1. Somebody asked me before what should I do with that rook, so you can see that now it's more active, right? Definitely it's more active. Okay, but it was when my knight was at h3, I was really a little bit, I was very upset actually, right? This is a really terrible position. Now I think it's not that bad. Okay, knight b6. What is he trying to do? He wants to move knight here. So I go here. b7 is hanging. I am Taitiam. Please make comments when only does it make sense, right? No spam here, please. Okay, knight c4. Now I can take something at b7, but also, yeah, but my bishop is hanging. So if I take it here, then, okay, pawn takes it at the c4. Hello, pest pawn. Yeah, knight looks beautiful at c5, but I'm a little bit afraid that now my bishop at e5 is no longer as beautiful as it was. And I cannot take it, because pawn takes, if I take it with the rook, there is bishop b5 with a skewer. So I have to find another way of playing. Okay, I have to take it, no doubt about it. But I'm afraid that it allows him to activate that bishop on the diagonal. I'm a little bit afraid of that. Okay, and I will move my rook. I have got only 2 minutes. Okay, b6. Maybe I can move it here. bishop c6, maybe rook captures c4. Okay. Okay, I've got only 1 minute, 40 seconds. Okay, I don't want to exchange. I just want to do that. Okay, time is almost even. Yeah, maybe I just need to make more moderators, right? Because when I play the game, it's not so easy to to moderate, right? Thank you. Thanks for cheering. Yeah, I really would like to. I really would like to win this game. Okay, time is equal, so maybe it's not that bad. Rook c3. Okay, really nice idea. Really nice idea, but to be honest, my idea is like really simple. I just want to take something at the c8, right, at the moment. Okay, and take a look. I can do that. So that was actually my idea when I move it there. Okay, bishop goes here. Okay, bishop d5. You see, the problem that I see is that we've got opposite colors bishops. And this is maybe not like a very big problem, but you see, I moved b5 because I want to fix his pawns into those kind of squares, dark squares, I mean. Okay, and what should I do? Because king goes here. And knight wants to go to f4. Okay, I will play it sharp way. Maybe it was too sharp, but yeah, let's see. Was it too sharp or not? Yeah, rook e1, I was thinking about it, but the problem with rook e1, pin, the problem with rook e1 is that that actually he could just move king d7, right? And that's it. Okay, now I will just move somewhere. Okay, let's go back maybe here to the third rank, and I'm up an exchange. Okay, how can I win that position? I'm up, okay, an exchange and the pawn, right? Rook goes here, maybe rook a4, make the pressure over that thing. And now it's not gonna be very easy to break his defense, but maybe I will try to do something through h4. That would be perfect if I can get this pawn. Okay, I will give him a check. How can I activate my king? Okay, I will make a maneuver with my rook. Ah, there is a pawn hanging. Okay, forgot about it. Rook f1. Okay, what can I do at the moment? King f2. Yeah, looks that I have to play king f2. Don't want to make a draw in that position. And I will take this pawn. And, okay, I win on time. Okay, I will offer him a rematch if he wants to. Yeah, 2 seconds. I mean, I think that I should have win that game maybe. Okay, I will play French defense. Okay, d3. So King's Indian attack. Knight d2. Okay, c5. g3. Okay, usually I play just something like knight f6 here, bishop e7, then knight c6, just a very standard way. Knight e2. Usually that knight goes here. Maybe it means that he really wants to play f4 very early. Yeah, I also like French, so yeah, so you are at the good channel, right? If you like French defense. Okay, bishop goes to b7. Knight c3. A little bit unusual, but what can I do? I know that there are some ideas like d4 and e5, but I'm pretty sure that this is what my opponent is waiting for, because later he can play something like f4. So what should I do at the moment? I can take pawn at the e4. Yeah, there is one option. I can make a castle, but I'm a little bit afraid about making castle this way, because if white starts their attack, I might be actually in trouble. Yeah, definitely more good. Definitely DJ Mad Dog. I can also try to play queen c7 and then castle queenside, right? But center is not closed. Also do not like it that much. Okay, you know what? I will just maybe... Okay, let's play d4. Yeah, and later I will play maybe e5 and we are going to play just a reversed King's Indian. I like to play against King's Indian, so... f4, okay. I have to keep that pawn. Also, my idea is later to play maybe something like this move. And here I think that I will decide about it, but maybe I will just go queenside with my king. Okay, f5. And now this is okay. My bishop here is blocking that diagonal, so I'll just move queen c7. Yeah, but actually maybe not queenside castling, but I have to start the attack somewhere. Okay, and g5. g5 actually, if I remember, sorry, it's not g5, it's g4. When its chessboard is reversed, it is a g5, right? Actually, you just need to know one thing, that when you play King's Indian, you're supposed to start attack with that pawn. Because if you go here, my bishop together with my queen can block your pawns, right? You do not have, it's not so easy for you to move, I mean for white to move at the moment. So what should I do? Okay, he can go here with the knight. Maybe I can play something like g5, like very original move. But actually the idea is pretty simple, to block that side. Should I block it that way, or maybe I can play also h5 to open my rook. h5 also looks okay. h5 looks like a decent move, because later, yeah, okay, I will just go queenside, right? So I can play moves like h5. Okay, knight f3, I take it. I will make a castle. Okay, castling. a4. Okay, so my opponent is going to attack on both sides. as you can see. Okay, and what is my plan? Maybe I can try to move my knight to the g4, but the question is, what is good about my knight at the g4? Second idea that comes into my mind is just to double my rooks. But after rook h7, knight g5, no, knight g5, I'm not afraid because I have got a bishop here. What should I do at the moment? Rook h7. Or maybe I'm supposed to focus a little bit more here and maybe start my attack. Okay, why not? c4. And then knight goes to c5. Maybe something like that. It's gonna work. Because I don't want to defend until the end. I want to start creating some threats. Yeah, I think it's maybe not that bad, because take a look. If he takes, okay, he didn't. He was afraid. So what should I take it or not? Okay, let's take it. And then maybe even knight b4. Knight b4, bishop d2, knight captures d3. Okay, let's go. Yeah, maybe you see, no one said that chess is an easy game, right? So that's the that's the thing. But in that position, actually, I mean, if I go king b8, rook c8, if I enter here, I think it's not that bad, because usually in these positions, king is on this side and king is in the big danger. But at the moment, my king is extremely safe. Maybe not extremely, but pretty safe. Yes, hello Connor. We do not post links here, right? That's the problem. Mubot is watching. Okay, I play rook c8. Okay, he captures. I can take it with with my knight. Knight c2 is coming. Okay, and now should I go knight c2 or not? Knight c2, rook c1. Yeah, a little bit risky for me because of that pin. So what else can I do here? Oh, you know what? I can always play something like f6. Yeah, let's do that. Just to block any f6 moves, right? So he cannot go f6 here. Okay, g6. So king side is completely blocked. Maybe the only idea that I have to be careful about is that bishop h6 move. In the endgame, of course, without pieces, because he can try to promote his pawns, right? He has got this very advanced pass pawn. And right now, how can I start breaking his defense? Maybe bishop goes here and bishop b5. Increase the pressure over that pawn. Because, of course, I cannot go bishop a6 because rook is here. And he can remove the defender. Okay, so bishop c6. Take a look, what a beautiful bishop at g2. Pawns everywhere. It's like a big pawn. Okay, bishop b4, I take it, of course, here. My bishop is also not very good, but it's not, I would like to exchange it, right? But it's not as bad. Okay, queen goes here. Yeah, good question, the real jackass. I mean, now I'm more focused on coaching, right? On teaching chess. But a couple times a year I play OTB tournaments, right? Actively, like Yes, last year I played, I don't know, like maybe 6 or 7 tournaments, right? So, and only one long tour, I mean only one classical tournament, but I prefer rapids right now. Okay, so take a look. I said that my bishop is actually really bad, so I have to exchange it because I said so. Bishop Bishop d2. Bishop d2 actually was a really nice idea. Completely missed that. Bishop at e3 would be perfect. Completely missed that. You're absolutely right. Bishop d2. Because I was just thinking, okay, I have got a bad piece, I have to exchange it, but you're absolutely right. Okay, and right now what can I do at the moment? Yeah, I think I missed a really good chance. Maybe I will go here because I want my queen to control those squares because I'm a little bit afraid of that queen. Moreover, it supports bishop b5 move. Hello Artur Navro, nice to see you. Yeah, and maybe I can double rooks on the c file because you can see that my pieces now are more like on the queen side. Okay, rook a6. Obviously he wants to capture. Okay, bishop b5. He has to retreat. Rook a5. So what? a6. Okay, so I go here. My rook is coming here. When there is the open file, usually it's a good idea. Of course, if you can double rooks, right? Of course, my opponent wants to capture that pawn. Don't want to let him do that. Take a look at that bishop. It's hard to imagine worse piece. Okay, knight c1. Where that knight is going? Maybe it's going nowhere, but the only idea is to defend the d3 pawn. But I think rook c7 looks pretty nice. With simple idea rook c8, especially that my time is also like far from being perfect. I've got okay almost 3 minutes, right? But okay, maybe knight is going to b4. And what happens if knight will be at the b4 square? Should I be afraid of such a knight or not? I mean, definitely it attacks a6, but if I can play rook c1, I think it's not that bad for me. I have to exchange one rook because that pawn was attacked 3 times. Okay, and now what can I do? Maybe something like, okay, queen c8 doesn't work because my queen has to defend those squares. So it doesn't work. So what can I do at the moment? Maybe something like this. Knight d5, knight c5. Okay, I do not have a time. I know that this is a little bit risky because of that thing, but Yeah, I will try to do that. Queen e8, maybe queen e8. Hello, Z Nation Chess. Yeah, I know. I know that bishop at g2 is really nice. Queen f7. Oh, okay. For him, queen f7. Okay, I hope that he doesn't watch it, because queen f7 looks like a very extremely dangerous move, right, for him, right? King's pawn, queen f7. Yeah, I don't want him to play this move, right? I mean, okay, knight d5, and I go knight c5, and I think, okay, so now I feel more safe. No, I mean, after knight d5, I can play knight c5. That was my actual idea. I don't want to play rook c5. I mean, Z Nation Chess, everyone can miss this kind of pin, so yeah. Okay, queen a3. So what, should I take it? Should I take that pawn or not? Okay, let's take it. Finally, I'm up a pawn. But if he takes at the b5, okay, let's take it. I have got only 1 minute, so I will take and then I will think. Usually it's not the best strategy in chess, but okay, rook b5. Now if I take it with a pawn, he takes here. But if I take with a queen, queen e7. Yeah, now queen e7, I go here, and I'm aware that he can capture at this thing, right? But I just have to be faster in the attack than him. I just need to be faster. So now we are like all in. Okay, very tricky, very complicated trap. If he takes the pawn, I play knight g4. Of course, he saw that move. Okay, I go here. Okay, 1 minute. g7. Didn't expect something like this, but I have got this move. Okay, yeah, that pawn at g6 is killing me actually. He can actually take it here, here, and here, pawn by pawn. And don't tell me that later that bishop, if he takes all my pawns, is going to win the game for him. Don't tell me that. No, but this is, you know, bishop f3, of course. Okay, so this is how, I think that this is a nice example how can you lose position that was originally much better. Yeah, you see, this is what happens when you give your opponent a chance to counterplay. Okay, queen e6. Okay, let me check him. Now this is one of the most powerful pieces at that position, right? That bishop. And pin because of the bishop. I mean, discovered attack, sorry. Okay, and I think that the best thing I can do is just to resign. But I will just move back a couple moves. So you see, what is the conclusion after this game? Do not laugh at the bishop, because that might win the game, right? Okay, let me move back a couple moves. First of all, I would like to focus on two moments, right? Because I think that here I was much better, but maybe right now knight d3, it wasn't that accurate move. But the question was, what else could I do in that position? Yeah, maybe something like rook c2 was just a it is just a solid move, right? White actually cannot do much at the moment. Yeah, and I think rook c2 might be actually a good choice, right? So I took that pawn without calculating, and this is what happens, right? So this is one thing, and another position. Let me move back a couple moves more. It was here in that position, I think. Yeah, DJ Mad Dog was telling that move that maybe much better was just to play bishop d2 at the moment. And because take a look, of course there is a threat to go here. I mean, okay, I'm not sure is it such a, I mean, no, that bishop is pretty good actually. That bishop is pretty good. After this move, here king goes here. But no, but still that bishop is really good, right? So yeah, that was definitely the much better idea. Bishop d3, I think it's not that good. It's not that good, mat SM, because rook c5, if I'm not wrong. I do not see the position, but I think there was rook c5 and then queen captures at d3, and he has got two minor pieces for the rook. So that's the thing. Okay, so let's play the next game. Let's try to find someone for 10 minutes. But I think that both games were really, I mean, especially the last one. I know that I lost it, but I think that it was pretty interesting game. And now let's try to find another opponent who also wants to play an interesting game. And okay, another opponent from Spain. Okay, so I played d4. I do not play e4 anymore. Okay, c4. Okay, so after g6, probably it's gonna be Grimfeld defense or King's India defense. Okay, bishop goes to g2. d6 castling. So we've got a King's Indian defense. c5. And this c5 move is actually something similar. I mean, if I play d5, I can transpose that into the Benoni. Now it's not Catalan, it is a King's Indian defense, just the system is with the g3. Very often I play d5 and it transposes into the Benoni. But what else can I do in that position? Okay, let's play maybe knight c3. This is another line that I kind of like. a6. Okay, actually knight c6 is the only move that you have to be afraid of, because right now you can just, I mean, I really like that plan. White can just develop their pieces. And white is completely safe. Okay, knight d7, bishop b2. Okay. If he will go queen c7, I play rook c1. Okay, rook b8, rook c1 doesn't matter, right, actually. I think that this system with the g3 against the King's Indian defense is a little bit underestimated, right? Because I think it's one of the best systems against King's Indian, and black hasn't got that much counterplay. Okay, after this move, I think that I can take this pawn, then take pawn at the c5, and I'm just waiting for knight to take. So I play knight d4. And then, of course, knight d4 with a threat to go to c6, right? Things like that. This is what happens if he takes with the knight and knight d4. So one threat and also another threat at this pawn. So you can see that two, I mean, really nice threats. I think that b4 is inaccuracy. Bishop d7 is the move according to theory, and after bishop d7 white plays b4. Because right now, okay, can I go knight c6 or not at the moment? Knight c6, he has to move like queen c7, and then knight d5. Knight d5. Was it the line like this? Okay, just let me... I think that there was the line. That was the line. Queen c7 and now knight d5. You can see that now there is a lot of threats. Knight takes here, I capture at g7 square. If I remember this line, and in the end of this line, white is up a pawn on the material. If I remember correctly. Because king captures here, then queen captures d5, and then there is a threat to go queen d4 and then capture pawn at the b4. Okay, rook is hanging, so probably I bet on rook b6. Rook b6 and then queen d4. This is under attack and pawn is under attack. And of course after e5 there is knight e5 move. I was even watching that line, I think, yesterday. If his bishop goes to b7, I think I can check him at the d4 and then capture the rook. And after e5 I take knight e5 because pawn at the d6 is gonna be a little bit overloaded. Okay, he plays e5 and of course move that I was talking about, knight captures e5. And I'm pretty happy about this position, right? Because if he takes, I can take with my queen at the c5. And I'm just up a pawn, right? If after 19 moves you're up a pawn, that line is, it means that line was pretty decent, right? And you can see that I just lost only 2 minutes when my opponent lost 5 minutes, right? I mean, I think Matt SM, that, yeah, I answered to the Chilima question that you're supposed to, firstly you're supposed to move queen d4 and then you can capture the rook at b8 after bishop b7. Okay, but now the question is, of course position is much better. Only one thing that I do not like about that position is that I have got my pawn at a2 is kind of weak. I mean, we call it this thing backwards pawn. Okay, rook takes. Pawn here is hanging. So he has to play something like, I don't know, f6. I think rook might go to the c7 square. Pretya, I mean, okay, my question is, I mean, solving puzzles is important, but I think that it's not enough to improve, right? But this is just my opinion, right? That you just definitely need to work on. I mean, puzzles. When you solve puzzles, you just work only on one type of one elements, right, of playing chess. If you just want to improve, you just need to work on all elements, which is, you know, openings, strategy, tactics, and games, right? And I think that if you of course solving puzzles is required required to make a progress, but also even more important, I would say, is analyzing your own games. Okay, bishop goes here, bishop e6. My original idea was to play rook c6. Was it a good idea? Right now I'm not sure. Maybe bishop d5 I would like to exchange. Okay, but to be honest, I like all my 21 moves, 20 until move number 21. Later, I've got really doubts about that position, right? Because I think my opponent can just capture, yeah, he can just go there. Okay, I will exchange it and he will just attack that pawn. Okay, he takes it with a pawn. So what? I play rook here, and he will move his rook here. And it looks that maybe he can even take material back. Okay, let me move it here. Maybe not. I take. And of course you can see that if I take this pawn, he can take pawn at e2. But he cannot stop me from taking this pawn, so I think I can just move something like e3. e3 maybe it's good. Or king f1. Maybe just e3. And then I capture that pawn. I mean, exchanging bishops was good because I was up on the material. And in general, when you're up on the material, this is what general principle says. Exchange your pieces, right? The fewer pieces on the board, the better for you if you're up. And you can see that I'm still up a pawn. And my opponent has got also weak pawns here and here. But the problem is that my rook is in the worst possible place, because the best, if my rook is behind the pawn, that would be perfect, and this is like easy win. If my rook is from the side, should be win. But if my rook is in front, it's like it's not that easy, right? But I will do my best to win that, because, and I think I can do that because my opponent has got a really bad pawn structure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying no, I mean, Capablanca also played. I mean, first of all, this time opening theory wasn't that well developed, right? This is first thing. Second thing, he focused on the openings. It doesn't mean that he totally ignored them, right? This is, I think, a big difference. Okay, I'm just thinking h4 or not h4, or maybe h3. Yes, there is a plan like this to move pawn here, but it's very risky because when my king will just come, right, to the help, when my pawn will just come to help, the problem is that there is a big problem that he can capture all my pawns. Don't want to do that. But his king is not in a perfect position. His king is supposed to be like on one of those two squares. I think I'm pretty sure about it. Okay, let's go here. I know I could take pawn, but I don't want to exchange pawns at the moment. I just want to move it there, right? And let's see how my opponent is going to react. Maybe, of course, if there will be a need, I will just move my rook here. But maybe there will be no need doing that. King d6. Okay, now I can always go here and capture that pawn, right? So yeah, I can always do that. And actually, I think I prefer to capture pawn at the g6 than pawn at the h7. Okay, let's just go there. King c7, I go with my rook here. You see, I'm just waiting until his king moves like away from his pawn. Now I will take it, and I will take pawn at the g6. Actually, I also wanted to bring his rook to that square, because you can see that right now I have got a nice idea here and rook g5. Just need to calculate this. Okay, king d6, I play h4. Okay, let's play h4. King e7, rook g5. Exchange, exchange, king f7. Okay, if I'm not missing anything, and I really hope I do not, should be win. Because now he has to take it. I mean, if he doesn't, I take this pawn at h5. I mean, he can go rook d5, but then I exchange and I play g4. And if he takes, of course, I take back with the pawn. Okay, rook f5. Very good move, by the way. This is a very good move, by the way. I mean, very good. The only move that gives him still a hope, but I think I can just go g4. Can I go g4? If I play g4, he takes with a pawn. I take the rook, pawn takes, king g3, king f6. That should work. And if he takes the rook, I take the pawn. He takes pawn, I play king g3. I think that this works. Hello, Itaripe. Nice to see you. You see, when you go into the pawn endgame, you always have to be like 100% sure that it's gonna work, right? It cannot be like that. There might be something. It just need to. Because when it comes to pawn endgames, there are only results like white wins, black wins. It's a draw, right? Nothing in between. I can take it here, but I think rook f5 wins. I will calculate it one more time. Rook f5, pawn takes, king g3, king f6, king f4, king g6, h5, winning move. King captures h5, king captures f5, king h4, I capture pawn at e4, and it's e4, king h3, king f4, should be win. Okay, I kind of evaluate it as a win for me, because I have got first of all, I have got more active king, and second thing, I have got a very good pass pawn at the moment. Okay, now of course I stick with my idea. He makes the opposition, but so what? I've got h5 and it's over. You can see that this is over at the moment. Okay, and my opponent also realized that this position is kind of over, right? So yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah. Okay, I think that I really liked also this endgame. So I think this was the nice one. But I think that it was that was my last game for today. So thank you very much for watching. Just wanna also say that the next stream is gonna be on Friday, and I'm also going to play maybe some games. And next week, of course, 3 times a week, right? So that's as usual, right? So thank you very much for watching. Now we are just going to make a ride to Bigfoot, as he has got like a special event at the moment. So yeah, let's go there and let's say hi to him. Yeah, thank you very much and have a nice evening, and hope to see you next time on Friday. Bye.